Hi, my name's Jodie. I have gone back and forth more times about whether or not to make this video and to start this channel, but I've decided to go for it. This channel is not about telling parents what to do. If you are watching this, you're probably a parent or somebody caring for a child who is struggling in ways that mean that they don't fit into the boxes that people expect them to. And whilst I don't have all the answers, I want to tell you about my experience. It's not even about sharing my child's story. It's about me as a parent just trying to survive and to navigate a situation that I, as a mum, never ever thought I would be in. I am mum to a 10-year-old daughter that has autism, and she has an eating disorder, and she is currently an inpatient in a tier 4 unit. I won't be sharing a name or a face or any details of a treatment plan, because she deserves privacy and dignity and the chance to tell her own story one day should she decide that she wants to do that. What I can share though is what it's like to be a parent feeling like you're standing on the outside of the system. There were things when this started that I just was not at all prepared for. For example, I wasn't prepared for how empty my home would feel without her. It feels terribly empty. I miss her every day. And I wasn't prepared for how much time would be spent waiting for phone calls, waiting for appointments, waiting for meetings, waiting for decisions, waiting to speak to her. I wasn't prepared for how much I would doubt myself as a mum. There's only ever one thing that I've ever prided myself on being good at, and that is parenting. And I feel like that's not the case anymore, because this situation makes you wonder how your own actions or decisions that you've made for them have affected the life, because we all think as parents, don't we, that we affect the way that our children turn out ultimately. I wasn't prepared for how lonely parenting can feel when your child's needs are complex and misunderstood. So yeah, this channel is a place for me to talk about that. What this channel is not. I am not a medical expert. I know I may sound like I am. I'm not a clinician. I'm a typical mum, which means that I'm like the FBI when it comes to my own children's symptoms, and I consider myself to be an expert on my own children's medical conditions, not on other people's, so I won't be giving any medical advice. What I will be giving is advice on how to engage CAMHS, how to speak to them if you feel like your child has disordered eating, how to decide if you think that it's time for your child to get some inpatient care. I wish somebody could have helped me with that at the time, and I was very much out of my depth with all of that. I'll be talking about the emotional toll that having a child with an eating disorder has on you as a family. It affects the whole family. It affects relationships, romantic and otherwise. It affects sibling relationships, friendships. It really does take over everything. And I'll be talking about grief as a parent, grief for the life that you thought your child was going to have, and they won't have. They'll have a different version of that, and sometimes that's really hard coming to terms with, and there's a very, very murky, sad place in between fighting and letting go sometimes. And so yeah, we'll be taking a look at that as well. Everything that I share will be from my perspective. I will be using I language, and I will be trying my best to keep clear boundaries. I'm new to this, you know. If you're watching because your child's unwell though, I just want you to know a few things that I wish somebody would have told me. You are not failing. This is bloody hard. Nobody told you how to deal with this. It's not something that you plan for. It's not something that you ever prepare for. And you're doing the best that you can in the situation that you're in. You're not weak, you're just exhausted, because it's emotionally exhausting. It's emotionally exhausting when your child is ill at the best of times, but especially when it's something that they're doing to themselves and you have absolutely no control over it yourself. It's really difficult. Every day is a constant battle. And, you know, I do understand. I understand. And you're not alone. It might feel like you are, but there are resources out there, and there are people to talk to, and there are other parents that are going through the same thing that you are, myself included. And do reach out, because it's lonely and not everybody understands, and I'm glad not everybody understands. I wouldn't want people to go through this. It's terrible. I won't be responding to any personal requests or requests for information about services or staff or anything like that, because I have to make sure that this is a safe place for both myself and for my daughter. But if this resonates with you, if any of this resonates with you, then you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So please stay. I'll be posting out videos about, you know, how I spotted the first signs of disordered eating, coping as a parent during those times when they're still at home, and with food refusal. Not saying that my ways are the best ways. If anything, I'll be telling you how not to do it like I did it, because I've learned that way as well. And finding ways to hold on to yourself, because you are more than just a mum and a carer or a dad and a carer. You're still an individual in all this, and you still deserve to be happy too. And when life feels very much out of control, how to kind of like hold things together. I'm still learning. I have days where I don't hold things together at all, but I'm much better than I was a few months ago, so I do feel kind of qualified to be talking to you like this. But anyway, that's me rambling. Thank you for listening. It's really lovely to meet you. And if you're in the middle of this situation and you're in the trenches with this, just to let you know that I see you and that I'm here.